And welcome back to Just Wing It. What do we have today? We have a rarity, actually, a rare find, a bit of a UMX unicorn. We have the E-flite Carbon Cub SS. Okay, this is one of a couple that I've found sitting in a full-scale airplane hangar. No kidding, no kidding. So we're out here at the dry lake in Newberry Springs. We're going to stop yammering because the winds may kick up, and I don't want the winds to kick up and spoil the moment. So we're going to try and get her in the air and sort of fly this thing around. Okay, so we're going to go half flat for takeoff. I've got them set for a 2-second delay, and let's go. Okay, there we are. Look at that. All right. Nice. Wow, this thing flies really, really nice. This is a very, very old UMX plane. This one right here is probably 2012, 2013, I suppose. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Again, it was sitting in a full-scale airplane hangar. Isn't that neat? Anyway, so yeah, I answered. That is so cool. I answered a ad in RC Group's classifieds for a couple of other planes, and the guy who had those planes for sale actually had a couple of these sitting around. I'm like, wow, do you want to sell those things? He's like, sure. So I kind of got him for a song, really. So anyway. Yeah, flying pretty good. This is a version 1. So let's talk about the UMX Carbon Cub. One of the first of the real true UMX planes. It really had a 2-cell power plant in it. I think this one's like a 2500 kV motor. Boy, this thing really, like folks on RC Group say, this plane really likes rudder in the turns. It really responds well to the rudder. But in any event, it was a 2S plane, full house, and do you see that yaw? Then I kick in a little bit of rudder and it corrects it, right? And it had lights, had flaps, has struts, all the cool stuff going on. Now, being a version 1, there were some inherent issues with the plane. Let's see if we can do a touch and go here. I want to line up. Since I'm not used to the plane, it's been a long time since I've flown one. I had one when they first came out, and oof, kind of a plopper there. Anyway, this thing has an under-cambered wing. It's really kind of, I'm not thrilled about the under-cambered wing. But, oh well, it just is what it is. In any event, it's been a while since I've flown one. And I was never thrilled with the under-cambered wing. I always really dug the paint scheme. I like the paint scheme. I like the fact that it had lights. It's got AS3X. It's one of the earlier planes with the AS3X. Let's go full flap and let's see what she'll do. I'm not expecting it to do better than the UMX Timber, but let's find out. So here we go, full throttle. Yeah, okay, not bad, kind of scale-like, I guess, huh? So yeah, so I'm cool with that. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get this approach right. Oh, okay, that's kind of sort of good, I suppose. Real bouncy compared to what I would like, but that's all right. Let's go ahead and let's little right rudder and away she goes. You know, she lifts off really nice with half flap. I'm kind of thrilled with that. So let's go full flap and let's see if I can do any better on my landing. I don't know. We'll see. Again, not really used to this plane, but that's all right. I don't want to use it as an excuse. Okay, that's a little better. Oof, right over that little divot. Anyway, now we're going to put her up real quick. We have a couple minutes left. We're going to put her up. We're going to see how she does. Hammerheads, that sort of thing. So let's go ahead and bring the flaps to half. And let's go ahead and throttle, little right rudder, away she goes. Yeah, this plane does like the right rudder, by the way. So, you know, typical tail dragger, right? Let's clean the flaps up. And let's bring her around. We're about half throttle right now, but we're going to go full throttle. There's full throttle. You hear it coming on? Okay, not bad. Not bad. All right. So that's a nice little stall turn slash hammerhead, more like a hammerhead. Let's go ahead and do a reverse half Cuban. Let's bring her up. And yeah, she's struggling. She's kind of struggling. That's all right. That's all right. I expect that. It's only a 2300, 2500 kV motor, I think. 2500 kV, I think. Anyway, no worries. Let's see. Let's go full throttle. Let's do a little loop. All right. Nice, tight, and choppy, but hey, whatever. It is what it is. This is 2012, 2013 technology. So, I mean, I kind of expect that. It really does carry really well. That was like no power on that. Let's try an aileron roll. Okay. Wow. She was like, ah, I don't want to do that. So I think for aerobatics, probably not the greatest plane in the world for it. Unlike the Timber, which can do pretty much anything, it can do it well. So let's do another hammerhead. I know at least this one will do that. There we are. All right. That was kind of actually an embleman, but that's all right. All right. Well, hey, let's get her on the ground real quick. Let's go half flap. Let's go full flap now. Well, not bad. I mean, I'll take it. Still kind of bouncy. I think a lot of, I mean, I don't know. Probably me. Probably some of it might have to do with that weird undercambered wing. I'm just not into undercambered wings. But that's cool. Okay, so let's talk about the plane real quick. So, yeah, we're just having some fun out here at the dry lake. We have the UMX Carbon Cub SS. This is a version 1. So what's a version 1 all about? The version 1 does not have, I'll pick her up here, show you. The version 1 does not have the cutout in the window or the cutouts in the front of the servo. They put little slits in the front of the servos. I hope you can see that. But anyway, they put little slits in the front of the servos. They made a little half moon shaped cutout in the front window. Because what they found out was, and the battery, by the way, is down under here. And I'm flying my standard 280 2-cell E-flite battery. The battery's right in here. But the problem was with these things, you'll notice there's no airflow in. There's no airflow out. Ruh-roh! You know, Houston, we have a problem. Why? Because this brick can get really hot in this greenhouse, okay? You can see the light in there shining from the brick. Nice solid light, by the way. That's a good sign. But what was happening was the bricks were kind of overheating, and maybe they were hitting OCP on some of these planes. I don't know. Another complaint about this plane. Hey, ant. There's a little ant right here coming up my... He's my, my standard little ground crew. Anyway, another complaint about these planes was the empennage is made out of like ridiculous. Look how thin that is. Ridiculously thin Depron. I guess it is. But anyways, it's really thin. There's your reinforcement right there. But still, this is super duper thin. And it pretty much bends if you look at it wrong. I mean, it folds, you just get a fold. Let me get away from this ant, because he's very curious about, he feels the vibrations, I think. Alright, so, anyway, I got my flap set to a 2-second delay, so to avoid ballooning, see that? There's half flap, there's full flap. Let's turn it this way. So, once again, there's half flap, there's full flap. I also dialed in a little bit of down elevator mix. Don't know if that helped, but hey, whatever. It is what it is. Lightweight plastic fairings along the landing gear, lightweight plastic struts. They did a really good job. It's got lights. Has a pretty bright landing light, red, green. So everything's in the right place, looking good. So in any event, hey, I hope you enjoyed this quick look back at a piece of RC UMX modeling history. This right here is the UMX Carbon Cub SS. So again, I hope you enjoyed this little flight. We'll try and get some more footage of this little plane out doing its thing. And wish you happy landings and all the best from Just Wing It. And I'll say, if you can find one of these, get it, because there's probably not going to be that many popping up in classifieds or anything like that. But if they do, it's a good little flyer for those calm evenings when you just want to have something to put around nice and low and slow. So, in any event, again, blue skies, happy landings, all the best from Just Wing It. We're out of here at Newberry Springs with the E-flite UMX Carbon Cub SS. I would say get yours, but today, they've been discontinued for a couple of days now. I think these things are discontinued in 2014. I think 2015. Anyways, it's been a while. It has been a while. So in any event, hey, cheers and all the best from Just Wing It.